So, this is me reading the cruise missile trooper side stories that I have written. I can't really type it. Like, my hands, I can't type as much as I would like to type. So, here it comes. Part 1, Chapter 1. The early morning mist hung low and thick over the calm surface of the picturesque lake. Loon calls echoed through the stillness, which was only broken by the occasional fish leaping out of the water to snap up a morning meal from the swarms of hovering insects that danced in the early morning sunlight. The only evidence of human activity was a weathered old dock with a canoe and a battered-looking The only evidence of human activity was a weathered old dock with a canoe and a battered-looking rowboat tied alongside. Suddenly, the idyllic tranquility was shattered as a flock of birds took flight from the brush, fleeing from the sound of a dry branch snapping nearby. Stillness settled swiftly on the scene, only to be broken once more by the sound of heavy, rhythmic breathing. The sound grew louder until the source of it strode through the bushes and onto the dock, a massive figure dressed in black armor, with a flowing black cape and a gleaming black helmet with a sinister, almost insectoid appearance. Vader, the terrifying Dark Lord of the Sith, stood ominously on the dock. "This damn mosquito repellent is totally useless," he said to himself as he tried to reach one of the pests that had found its way behind his mask and was now feeding with gusto. Being an avid sports fisherman, he was no stranger to the bloodthirsty bugs one usually finds in the bush, but that didn't make him any less, for crying out loud, that didn't make them any less annoying. He had hardly managed to eradicate the mosquito when the air was split by the roaring whine of an approaching vehicle. From the sound of it, some kind of repulsor lift-powered lake skimmer, and one moving at a high rate of speed at that. Vader adjusted his eyes to the bright light reflecting off the water and scanned the distance for the source of the noise. Before too long, a vehicle came into view, shooting out from a nearby river mouth and blasting directly towards the dock where the Dark Lord of the Sith stood. Vader could clearly see the lone figure sitting astride the skimmer, and though the vehicle was unfamiliar, he recognized the rider immediately, the fearsome bounty hunter, Boba Fett. Vader stood motionless on the dock, watching as the bounty hunter approached and brought the skimmer alongside. Once the craft was firmly tied off, he powered it down and scrambled onto the dock, finding himself face to face with the Dark Lord of the Sith. Vader was the first to speak. "What is the meaning of this?" Vader boomed ominously. "After coming back down from last night's drunken jetpack beer run, I figured I'd just rent this to save myself the..." Wait,